Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt like life is moving too slowly for your dreams? Like you're doing everything right, but nothing is happening fast enough? Before you rush ahead, pause for a moment. What if the delay you're fighting is actually the preparation you desperately need? What if the silence you fear is the very space where your breakthrough is being built? Stay with me, because the good things you've been waiting for are not far away. They're forming quietly, powerfully, and they're coming straight toward you right now. Sometimes life feels like a long corridor where every door seems locked. We shake the handles, we knock, we push, and when nothing opens, impatience begins to whisper in our ear. Asterisk, hurry up. You're falling behind. Asterisk, but the truth is, many of the best things in life don't respond to force. They respond to timing. Think of a seed buried in the soil. No matter how intensely you stare at it, shout at it, or plead with it, it will not sprout before its season. The soil around it is dark, cold, and quiet. Yet beneath that silence, something beautiful is forming. Life often places us in similar moments, quiet spaces where nothing seems to be moving. But the absence of visible progress does not mean the absence of growth. We live in a world that celebrates speed, quick success, instant results, overnight transformations. But genuine growth is rarely instant. The strongest trees in the forest did not rise in a day. They grew slowly, steadily, patiently, weathering storms that would have broken weaker ones. When you rush, you weaken your roots. When you trust, you strengthen them. Sometimes we look at others and feel like we're late. But flowers don't bloom at the same time, and their beauty is never compared by the date they open. Yours will bloom when it's meant to. Good things are not just coming, they're being prepared for you. Your responsibility is to stay patient, stay consistent, and stay grateful. Imagine boarding a train and getting anxious because it hasn't reached your destination yet. You wouldn't jump off halfway in frustration, you'd wait, knowing it's moving even when you don't notice. Life works in the same way. Even delays carry purpose. They protect you from arriving unprepared. They teach you what strength cannot. They shape you quietly so that when the moment finally comes, you are ready to hold what you once prayed for. So breathe. Trust the pace at which your life is unfolding. When you feel restless, remind yourself that the universe does not work on your clock. It works on your growth. What is meant for you is not slipping away. It is taking shape. And when it arrives, you will look back and realize that you were never waiting, only becoming. And as you continue becoming, remember that every stage of your journey is teaching you something essential. The moments that feel slow are refining your patience. The moments that feel heavy are strengthening your resilience. The moments that feel uncertain are deepening your faith. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is random. Even the pauses in your life are purposeful. They are the spaces where life whispers lessons you would have missed if everything happened too quickly. Think about how dawn arrives. It doesn't burst onto the horizon in an instant. It spreads gently, gradually transforming darkness into light. If daylight needs time to unfold, why shouldn't your breakthroughs? Rushing the sunrise doesn't make it brighter. It only makes you overlook the beauty of its process. In the same way, rushing your life dims the richness of the experiences meant to shape you. There are seasons when you may feel like you're doing everything right yet seeing very little change. That's when discouragement knocks the loudest. But remember, the tallest mountains took centuries to form, shaped quietly by pressure and time. Your character is becoming that mountain, steady, grounded, unshakable. Growth is happening even when you cannot measure it. Trust what is forming beneath the surface. Sometimes life slows you down so you can notice things you would have otherwise missed. the kindness of people who support you, the small victories that build your confidence, the strength you never realized you had. These moments aren't detours, they're foundations. Without them, the good things coming wouldn't be sustainable. Blessings that arrive too early can feel like burdens, but blessings that arrive on time feel like home. You might look back at chapters of your life and wonder why they took so long to change. But one day, those same chapters will make perfect sense. You will see how every delay pushed you toward greater clarity, how every disappointment steered you towards something better, how every unanswered prayer was actually a form of protection. Life's timing is not always comfortable, but it is deeply intelligent. So instead of asking, "Why is it taking so long?" try asking, "What is this season preparing me for?" That shift alone turns impatience into curiosity and frustration into growth. The moment you stop rushing, you start noticing the quiet miracles unfolding around you. The people who lift you up, the ideas that suddenly spark, the inner strength that grows without applause. Good things are not just on the way. They're moving toward you at the pace that will benefit you the most. Trust the process that is shaping you and the timing that is aligning for you. Let your heart soften, not harden. Let your hope expand, not shrink. And allow your journey to unfold with grace, knowing that every step, even the slow ones, is taking you closer to the life meant for you. And as you move closer to the life meant for you, remember that every step forward is still progress, even if it feels small. We often underestimate the quiet shifts happening within us because they don't announce themselves with fanfare. But inner transformations rarely make noise. They unfold silently, like the way water smooths a stone over years. You may not notice the changes day by day, but eventually you'll look back and realize you're not the same person you once were. Something inside you has softened, something has strengthened, something has awakened. There will be days when you feel tired, not physically, but emotionally. Tired of waiting, tired of hoping, tired of believing. Those are the days when patience feels like pressure and trust feels like work. But even then, remind yourself that fatigue is not a sign you're failing. It's a sign that you're human. Resting is not quitting. Pausing is not giving up. Sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is simply breathe, take a step back, and allow yourself to recharge before continuing again. Think of a river carving its way through rock. It doesn't force its path in a single moment. It flows, gently yet consistently, letting persistence do what power cannot. In the same way, you don't need to rush to create lasting change. You just need to keep flowing, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one act of faith at a time. The river reaches the ocean not because it hurries, but because it never stops moving. There may be moments when you feel out of place, as if everyone else around you has life figured out while you're still piecing together your direction. But you're not behind, you're aligning, and alignment takes time. The things meant for you require a version of you that is still being sculpted. Every lesson, every setback, every moment of uncertainty is shaping that version. When it arrives, you'll realize the waiting was not a delay. It was preparation. You are learning to let go of what no longer serves you, to release the need to control every outcome, to trust that life knows what it's doing even when you don't. Each time you let go, you make space for something better. Each time you trust, you grow stronger in spirit. And each time you choose patience over panic, you reinforce the belief that good things are not slipping away. They are settling into place. So walk your path with calm confidence. You don't need to sprint. You don't need to force. You simply need to continue, gently and steadily, allowing each moment to unfold in its own rhythm. What is unfolding for you is bigger than you imagine, and it is arriving exactly when you are ready to receive it. And as you welcome what is unfolding for you, allow yourself to grow into the person who can hold it without fear. So often, we're ready for the outcome but not ready for the responsibility, discipline, or emotional strength that comes with it. That's why life takes its time. It is not withholding from you. It is equipping you. It is shaping your mind to stay calm when things get overwhelming, shaping your heart to stay soft when life gets difficult, and shaping your spirit to remain steady when circumstances shift. Unexpectedly, there will be moments when the path ahead seems blurry, when you don't know what the next step should be. But uncertainty is not a dead end. It's an invitation to listen more deeply, to trust more fully, and to discover parts of yourself you didn't know existed. When you can walk even without clarity, you build confidence not in the path, but in your ability to navigate it. That confidence will carry you through seasons that once frightened you. Sometimes your growth will confuse the people around you. They may not understand your changes, your silence, your new priorities, or your refusal to rush. That's okay. Growth is not a group project. Not everyone is meant to walk every part of your journey with you. Let people drift if they must. The ones who are meant to stay will adjust to your pace, not push you to abandon it. There will also be times when opportunities seem scarce, and you start doubting whether anything good is actually coming. But life works behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. You might think nothing is happening, yet doors are being carved, connections are forming, and solutions are aligning. Much like a caterpillar that dissolves completely before becoming a butterfly, you may be in a stage where everything feels like it's falling apart, when in truth everything is coming together. Give yourself permission to be a work in progress. You don't need to have perfect discipline, unwavering confidence, or endless energy. Progress is not linear. Some days you will take leaps, other days only small steps, but both matter. Both move you closer. What counts is not how quickly you advance, but how faithfully you show up. Carry yourself with the quiet knowing that good things have not forgotten you. They are not delayed. They are maturing. And just as fruit tastes sweetest when it ripens in its own time, the blessings meant for you will arrive with a richness that rushed moments can never provide. Let your pace be guided by peace, not pressure. Let your heart lean into trust, not fear. And as you keep moving forward, you will gradually realize that life is not asking you to run only to believe.